Often yoga is only seen as a physical exercise or a workout. It therefore is only done on a physical level. But our body is only one aspect of yoga, surely an important one, but our energy system, the nervous system, the mind and the soul are just as important. The body serves as an instrument with which we act in the outer world, but which also allows us to go deeper inward. The word yoga means union, uniting exactly all these different aspects of our being. Here mindfulness plays an important role, not only being aware of what is happening in the body, but also in the mind, which thoughts appear and which emotions are triggered in turn. By practicing yoga, you learn to become the observer of all these inner processes in order to strengthen your self-awareness and to recognize your own limits and capabilities. To see yourself holistically, consisting of all these aspects. In this yoga class, I invite you to turn inward, to find out where your own limits and capabilities are, and to strengthen this inner connection. Begin by lying down on your back in Savasana. Head and spine are in a straight line. Your arms are beside the body, palms facing upwards. Your legs are a little bit apart. Let your feet fall to the sides. First of all, become aware of your surroundings, the place where you are right now. And slowly, gently close your eyes now and turn your awareness inwards into your body. Become aware of the position of your body and the points of contact with the floor. Bring your awareness to the sensations. Begin with your feet. Become aware of all physical sensations, including the contact of your feet and the floor. Your legs. Notice all sensations here. The area of the pelvis and the buttocks. Become aware of the belly, the chest, your whole back. Direct your awareness into your hands now. The arms and shoulders. All sensations in these areas. The neck, your head, your whole body. And now turn the focus of your awareness towards your breath. Keep it natural. Let your breath flow in its own rhythm. Into the nose and out of the nose. Try not to control the breath or make it longer or louder. Try to observe the natural flow of breath. The body is breathing and you are observing it. Your breath is like an anchor that grounds you in the present moment. All thoughts can drift in the background. They are still there, but you are not thinking, not sticking to them. Your focus is in the body, not in the mind. You are getting more and more connected to the here and now, and to yourself. Try to stay in this state, keeping this inner connection when you start with the physical movements, the asanas now, ideally with your eyes closed. This helps you to stay connected. If you need to open your eyes to see the demonstration, always try to come back to yourself and close the eyes again. Become again aware of your whole body and start to stretch both arms up and above your head, feeling the stretch in the spine, the arms and shoulders. Keeping your arms above your head, start to lengthen the right side by reaching up with the right hand. Breathing in, reaching. Breathing out, sink back with the right side. With your next inhalation, stretch your left side, reaching up, breathing in, breathing out, sinking again. Stretch both arms now, extending both sides. And breathing out, bring both arms down and next to your body again. Notice all sensations after these movements, in your arms, maybe in your back or your shoulders. Bend your knees now and bring them closer to your chest. Feet away from the floor. Your hands are holding your legs at the thighs close to the knees. Bring your awareness to your toes. And start to move your toes with your next inhalation. Spread them wide. Breathing out, bend your toes as if you want to grip something. Again, spreading your toes on the inhale and bending with the exhalation. And 2 more rounds in your own rhythm. After releasing, feel the sensations in your toes and your feet. And start to circle your whole feet now from the ankle joint. Big circles, 3 rounds in each direction. Use the whole possible range for movement. Keeping your legs and hips relaxed, the neck long and the shoulders relaxed. After finishing your rounds, just watch the sensations in your feet and legs. And place your hands on top of your knees now. You start to circle from your hip joints. The circles as big as possible, 3 rounds in both directions. Keep the legs relaxed. And after finishing, stretch out your legs again and become aware of all sensations in your body, in all parts you already moved. And slowly, mindfully roll over one side and come to a sitting position, either cross-legged or sitting on your heels. Sit tall and ground your sitting bones into the floor. Keep your chest up, your shoulders down, and with your next exhalation, start to bring your head down, chin to the chest. And slowly, gently inhaling, start to roll your head towards the right shoulder. Exhaling, come back to center. And with the next inhalation towards the left shoulder. and one more round in your own rhythm. Be mindful and gentle, not too fast, and if you notice any uncomfortable feeling or pain in your neck, you can always stop the practice. It is important to listen to your body and its limitations. Bring your head up back to center and be aware of the effects of that practice. For Skanda Chakra, rotation of the shoulders, bring your arms up in front now, your fingertips on top of your shoulders. Keep the contact and start to circle the arms from the shoulder joints. Bring the elbows up and back, down and to the front again. 3 rounds in both directions. On your next inhale, bring your arms to the sides on shoulder level and start to round them, that the fingers are touching in front. Feel the contact of the fingertips. Straighten your arms now forward and bring your head down, as if you want to separate the shoulder blades from each other at the back. Open the whole back side of the chest, creating space. Breathing in, open your arms to the sides and try to bring the shoulder blades together. Open the whole front of the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms back to the front. Open the back side. Inhaling, open the chest in the front, bring the arms back. And one more round, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Bring your hands on the mat now and come to all fours position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width apart. Spread your fingers wide in this position. Bring your awareness to the natural line of your spine. Relax the abdomen. Bring your shoulders back away from the ears. You start to bend your spine now, forward and backward. In a holistic yoga class, the spine is always moved in all possible directions, in its whole range. Forward and backward bending is included, as well as bending to the sides and finally twisting. This helps to mobilize the spine and keep the full flexibility. Stiffness and problems due to one-sided or insufficient movement can be avoided. Start with the practice Majari Asana by pointing down the tailbone now, rounding the lower back, pulling the navel in, round the whole back now, like a cat, and bring your head down at the end. Breathing in, you start the counter pose by pointing the tailbone up, slowly arching the back, lift the chest and the head at the end. Be aware of the backward line of your spine. Breathing out, rounding again, each vertebra at a time, with full awareness of the movement and the sensations. Keep your eyes closed. With the next inhalation, begin to arch your whole back. And one more round in your own rhythm, mindfully watching the movement from within. Let the breath flow freely and synchronize the movement with the breath. After finishing, come back to neutral spine and move your spine sidewards now. Keep your arms straight during the whole practice. Begin with the right side. Bring the right hip to the side and forward and look over your right shoulder to the hip. To intensify the stretch and the opening in the left side, you can try to bring the left shoulder more forward. Breathing in, come back to center. Breathing out, bend to the left side. Bring the left hip to the side and forward and look over to the left hip. And you can also bring the right shoulder a little bit further towards the front of your mat. With your next inhalation, come back to center, being aware of all sensations in the sides of your body now, in your spine and in your whole back. The next practice is to relax and release the wrists. Sit back on your heels and start to circle the wrists, 3 rounds in each direction. And then you come back to all fours position. Hands underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. The next practice is a more active pose, a yang pose, and a good preparation for Santolanasana, plank, that is a classical and a little bit more advanced yoga pose. For this gentle variation, tuck your toes, shift the weight of your body more forward towards your hands, and lift the knees away from the floor, just a little bit. Feel the muscles in your abdomen, your chest, your arms that are holding you now. Let the breath flow freely, don't hold it. Be aware of the activity, the yang energy. Breathing out, come back to the floor with your knees, feet flat again, and open your knees now mat wide. Keep the feet in contact with each other. And sit back on your heels. Bring your forehead down towards the floor. Your arms are stretched out and relaxed. This is a variation of child's pose or Shashankasana, a very passive yin pose. Let go all activities in your muscles to become still and completely relaxed. Be aware of this change from active to passive, from yang to yin. If it is difficult to really sit on your heels, you can take a cushion or blanket between the heels and the buttocks. If your forehead doesn't meet the floor, you can place it on your hands, or also again a cushion or blanket. Try to become as passive as possible. Don't hold your body. Let it sink towards the floor. Connect to your breath again, all sensations, all inner processes. And if you're feeling comfortable in this position, look up now and walk with your hands next to the mat on the right side. Bring the forehead back to the floor and stretch the left arm. Keep the hips down, let the left shoulder and the chest sink towards the mat. The stretch is mainly in your left side now. Breathing in, look up again. And walk with your hands towards the left side. Bring your head down again and focus on the stretch at the right side. Keep your hips down. Let the right shoulder and the chest sink. And with your next inhalation, come back to center and to all fours again. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees hip-width apart. Become aware of all sensations in your body, in the sides and arms, and the effect of the practice. Again, tuck your toes under now and prepare for Parvatasana, mountain or downward facing dog. Bring your knees away from the floor. Push your tailbone up and back, stretching the whole back from the hands to the sitting bones. The neck is in one line with the spine. Let the sternum sink. Keep the knees bent. And now you bring your right heel towards the floor. Bring the left heel up to stretch the right leg. Bring your left heel down now and the right one up, feeling the stretch in your left leg. And one more time, right heel down, left one up, and left heel down, right one up. Bring both heels down as far as possible now. Be aware of the stretch from your hands to your tailbone and from the heels to your tailbone. Let your breath flow naturally. Your knees are coming down to the floor now, and as slowly as possible bring your chin and chest towards the floor for Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 points on the ground. Lie down flat on the floor now. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders and prepare for Bhujangasana, the cobra. Activate the muscles in your back now and lift the head and the chest away from the floor without pushing with your hands. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears and your elbows near. Your glute muscles and legs are strong. Your feet are pressing down. Try to push yourself away from the floor now with your hands, just a little bit. Stay in a low version of this pose. Keep your neck long. Hold and breathe. And on your next exhalation, slowly come down to the floor. Bring your head to one side, the arms to the sides of your body, and relax. Come out of the activity, the yang energy, into relaxation, yin energy. Let go completely, all tensions, all efforts. Let the whole body sink into the floor. And roll your head also to the other side to move both sides equally and create balance in both sides of your body. And slowly turn over on your back. Head and spine in a line again. Bring your knees close to your chest and interlock your fingers. The other way around than you are used to cross them. If normally your right little finger is at the outside, your left little finger is outside now. Relax your head, neck and shoulders. Let go in your hips and legs. This is a counter pose to the backward bending asana, the Cobra. Now your spine is round and all the vertebrae in the lower spine are brought back into their position. Also the muscles in your back are stretched again after the contraction. Try to become still and passive again in this pose. Connect to your breath again. And to use the full range of movement of your spine, we will practice a reclined twist now. Bring your arms to the sides on shoulder level, palms facing upwards. Place your feet back on the mat, approximately mat wide apart. And bring both legs to the right side now. Turn the head to the left. Feel the body's rotation around its own axis and let it sink. Don't hold any resistances. Sink into the pose. You can also place your right foot on top of your left leg or knee to open the left hip a little more. If this is too intense, keep the foot down. Use your breath to let go. Relax and sink. And with your next inhalation, slowly come back to center and bring your legs to the left side, head to the right. And the left foot on top of the right leg if you also did this to the other side. Otherwise, keep it down. Sink, don't hold back, and try to relax as much as possible in this pose. Enjoy the twist and the deep relaxation now. Breathing in, slowly come back to center. Bring your feet closer to each other and stretch out your legs. Arms are close to the body again, palms facing upwards. You are again in the relaxation pose Savasana. Head and spine are in a line. Become aware of your whole body again and the sensations in all parts. Feel the effects of the practices, the asanas. Maybe some sensations are more intense. Where are they? There are probably sensations because you moved your body in a different way today. Just watch this without judging, without thinking about it. Just feel it. Direct your awareness into your whole body again and the position, Savasana. And slowly come back to your natural breath. This next practice is a classical pranayama practice, the complete or yogic breath. You become aware of the different areas of breath, and it enables you to experience the full range of your breath. But first of all, it's important to watch the natural rhythm. In the practice, you control the breath and direct it through different areas. Prana, the life force, you stimulate and activate this energy and direct it together with the breath through your body and your energy system. Yogic breathing is a controlled breath, not a breathing technique you should use in everyday life. But maybe 5 to 10 breaths helps you to release blockages and deepen your natural breath also. The focus of your awareness is behind your navel. Watch the navel rise and fall. You can also bring one hand on top of your belly to feel the movement also with your hand. Feel the navel moving up with the inhalation and moving down with the exhalation. Slowly expand the breath, that a larger quantity of air fills the belly, the whole abdomen. Just in the belly, not the chest is moving. You can control that with the other hand. Bring the other hand on your chest to control that there is no movement. Breathe in deeply into your belly and be aware of the expansion and the relaxation with the exhalation. Feel this whole area, your whole abdomen expanding and contracting. Direct the focus of your awareness to the chest now. Stop the abdominal breath and start to expand the rib cage with each inhalation and let it sink with each exhalation. There is no movement in your belly anymore, just in your chest. Deepen your breath and fill the rib cage, your lungs, with more and more air. Be also aware of the sides of the rib cage and the back of the chest. Feel the expansion in this whole thoracic area. At the end of this movement, inhale a little more and feel the air filling the upper lobes of the lungs also. The shoulders and the collarbones should move up slightly. Using this clavicular breathing fills the upper lobes of the lungs. And the complete or yogic breathing combines all three parts, the abdominal, the thoracic, and the clavicular breath. You start to inhale slowly, deeply into the abdomen. After full abdominal expansion, expand the chest, and then you inhale a little more, that the collarbones and shoulders move up slightly. This completes one inhalation. This whole process should be one continuous movement, each phase of the breath merging into the next, like the movement of a wave in the sea. Exhaling, start to relax the shoulders and collarbones first, then the chest moves downwards, and then the abdomen. Try to empty the lungs without strain. This completes one full round. Continue to breathe in this manner. If you feel uncomfortable or dizzy, breathe not so deep. As your body and your brain are getting a lot of oxygen, this can happen sometimes. This pranayama practice corrects a wrong breathing habit by becoming aware of the different parts of the breath, and it increases the oxygen intake. The slow and deep breath in yogic breathing also helps to relax the nervous system. Slowly come back to your natural breath now, being aware of the effects of the practice And without opening your eyes or losing this inner connection, start to move your body again. Mindfully move your toes, feet. Start to move your fingers and hands, your arms and legs. Stretch yourself. Try to keep your eyes closed and slowly come up to a sitting position for a short meditation at the end of the sequence. Sit tall and relaxed, ideally with your legs crossed. If this is not comfortable, sit up on a cushion or a chair. Take a second to settle into your pose and become aware of the position of your body. Your hands are resting on your knees, the tip of the thumb and the index finger are touching each other in Gyan Mudra. The palms are facing downwards. Lift the sternum slightly up and let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Relax your face, neck, your whole back. Ground yourself through the sitting bones into the floor. Relax your legs and feet. Make sure that you are as comfortable as possible and that the body is not moving anymore. Be aware of that physical stillness. And return to your breath, to your natural breath. Unlike in the pranayama practice, the breath is not controlled at all in meditation. Keep it as natural as possible. Try to become the observer of the breath, of all that is naturally happening with a little distance. Then the state of meditation happens. Just watch your breath without effort or expectation. This is your focus for this meditation. Move with your awareness from one breath to the next, from one moment to the next. Your body is breathing and you are aware of that. If a thought or a distraction occurs, don't stick to it, let it go again. Just stay with your breath. And the thoughts are becoming more and more unimportant and are fading into the background. Your breath leads you into a deep state of stillness and peace. Let go of the breath also now. Just be aware of the state of peace and calm deep inside. After or behind all thoughts, distractions, movements, there is this stillness. And very slowly come back to your breath now. Back from the inner space into your body and to all sensations that are there. Keeping your eyes closed, I will chant the mantra Om now 3 times. Feel the sound vibrating through your body and your mind. Become aware again of the world outside, all sounds, activities around you, and very slowly open your eyes again.